Hi, this is Steve Gladys, and today we're continuing our talk about the Coach Approach Leader based on a book that I did called The Coach Approach Leader, which is available on Amazon if anybody's interested. But this is about a 5-part series. We've already done the overview. We've talked about the issue. Establishing what the issue is really critical. Einstein once said, you know, if I knew what the issue was, as soon as I know the issue, I can solve the problem in seconds. I'll take as much time as I need to figure out the issue first. The second thing is what's the next part of the process. So the wheel kind of goes like this, clockwise. First you develop the issue, then you talk about what's the impact of the current state. All right, the current state. What you're trying to figure out, we're talking to the client, is by asking these 4 questions, is what's going on in the current state? What's the impact? What impact is that having for you? What's going on here? So again, if somebody has talked about a problem they're having with a cube mate or something like that, and they told you that, and you figured out the issue is that they had a misunderstanding a long time ago, and that is really the problem, and they really need to kind of have a difficult conversation or a tough talk, as we talk about. Then you might say, listen, you know, regarding having that tough talk with your cube mate, what do you think that would take? How might you do it? And by the way, what's your relationship right now? But the fact that you're not doing anything, how is that working for you? A lot of times people don't realize that making or taking no action is in fact a decision. And the longer you don't take an action, the worse the situation gets. So we try to talk about the current state. Where are you right now? What's going on? Well, now we don't talk at all. As she comes in, we just look other ways. I avoid her at all costs and so forth. And then another question that can be asked in here is, on a scale from 1 to 10, how big a problem is this? I learned this actually from a hospice nurse when she was talking to my father-in-law at the time, who was dying of congestive lung failure. She asked him where his pain was, and he told her, and it shocked us all that he hadn't told us how much pain he was in. That whole idea is the same here for quantifying qualitative things. Always ask people from a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being low, 10 being high, how much of an impact is this having on you right now? Sometimes people will tell you it's only a 2 or a 3. If somebody that I'm leading says it's a 2 or 3 problem, I just wish them luck and send them on their way, because you know that's probably not a problem that's worth solving. But if somebody's coming in with a real serious problem, says 8 or a 9 or a 10, this is when you want to spend time with them. Ask them again, in the current state, what's it look like? What are you guys doing right now? How's it going with the 2 of you? Getting them to really give you a great snapshot of the current state. This current state often motivates them, once they actually articulate it to you, it often motivates them to want to solve the problem more. I use this a lot when I talk with CEOs who in the beginning will say, well, this is just a small problem. When you start talking them through it, oftentimes this problem may be a multi-million-dollar problem that they've just avoided solving. So getting them to qualify it, quantify it, asking them who, what, how, and open-ended questions solidifies where they are right now and what that's costing them. Thanks very much. This is Steve Gladys from Steve Gladys Leadership Partners here at the George Mason Enterprise Center in Fairfax, Virginia.